All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, God. Oh, what the? That's nasty.
Tastes like Sprite.
This is fucking gross. Oh, this
Honestly,
is awful.
Just tastes like ramen. Like straight up just tastes like ramen without the fun. I'm not even joking.
Ooh. Wow. Okay.
Hachimachi, you had some
All
bad
right.
experience? Wait.
Today we're tonight on Late Night Odyssey. Tonight on Late Night Odyssey, we're starting our night off with what are you drinking?
Some Cheongyang cider. Basically some Korean lemon flavored soda, but it tastes like ramune, which ramune just tastes like Sprite. So
Okay.
I'm not even the biggest soda fan.
You know, neither am I, to
It's
be
not
honest.
bad. It's just
Yeah.
tastes like what it should.
Yeah, I'm not a soda guy. I usually just drink water, but to reflect that, I didn't get a soda, even though that's what we initially went there for. I got Pocari Sweat, an ion supply drink.
Did you get your ions?
Oh, my ions are definitely being supplied right now, but I really wish they weren't. I'm going to keep drinking it until I like it, but to be honest, it tastes like soda vomit.
Well, can I try?
God, drink the whole thing. It tastes like soda vomit.
Does it? It doesn't smell. It smells like salt water.
It looks good. It smells good.
Yeah, I mean, come on, just look up Pocari Sweat.
Pocari Sweat. Even the
like-
name itself is like...
It sounds like.
It sounds
good.
appetizing, yeah.
Yeah. So here's the swig. Commentate while I take a
All
swig.
right. He's got it up to his mouth. He's drinking. His face is that of not disgust, but disappointment.
Okay, here I think I found out what it is. It's not disgusting, but it just tastes like I know a lot of people hate La Croix, but it tastes like if you like cut up a grapefruit and then kept the rind of the grapefruit and like left it in a water overnight and then drank the water.
Well,
Like,
as
that's
is,
what it tastes like. It's weird.
it's weird. It's definitely weird. It tastes like Gatorade, but with none of the fun. So as is per Late Night Odyssey tradition, no matter how much I hate it, I'm going to continue drinking it throughout the episode. So,
Mine straight up just tastes like ramune, without the fun though.
let's carry on.
You want to try mine?
No, I've had that before. That one I like.
Really?
I didn't get it because I'd had it before, and I really like it. Yeah.
It's like whatever.
Some good. We're gonna keep serenading you with our amazing
Drinky.
drinking noises. Yes. We also got snacks, but that's disgusting. We're not eating while we record. That's just nasty. That's disgusting.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, did we swear on this podcast? I forgot.
Oh. No swearing. Fuck. Okay. This has been fuck. Next topic.
Next topic.
Next topic after fuck. Next
Okay.
topic.
So our next topic is, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we got him.
We got him.
Funny meme though. We're not talking about that. We're talking about Far Cry 5, baby.
we're talking about Far Cry 5.
Years late.
This game came
has been
out. Let's
for,
find out when this game
when
came
did this
out.
come out?
Far Cry 5
I'm gonna type it faster.
was released.
I just Google search.
Far Cry 5 was released.
Yeah, March 27, 2018.
Bam.
Got him.
Got him. You viewers at home can watch the audio spikes to see which one of us found it first.
Well, they won't have the audio spikes. We do.
Oh.
Unless they download our podcast.
Download our podcast now on iTunes,
illegally
Spotify,
download it?
and we're not on any of those. In fact, those are probably the only two
literally
places.
two things we're not on. You could have
Yeah.
just said YouTube,
Yeah.
SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel free to illegally download our podcast
Yeah, I don't really care.
and redistribute it, and claim it as your own.
Yahtzee, don't do that one.
Oh, okay. Don't do one of those things. I'm not going to tell you which one. Anyways, next topic. No, current topic. Far Cry 5.
Okay.
So-
So I've kind of had it. I think it was like a month when I got it, when I bought it. So I've had it for a couple months. I still never beat it. You'll find out later too. Bebop has not beaten it either. So there's like no spoilers really.
No spoilers.
At all. Like,
In fact,
I mean, yeah,
by listening to this, you are spoiling it for me.
probably.
So, spoiler warning to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because Bebop had a birthday semi recently, and I gifted him this. And we played a little bit of the multiplayer. Anyone who knows the basics, it's kind of like he just finished the island,
Yeah.
and then we kind of just goofed around after that. I finished almost like there's like 3 main parts to it. I finished like the first basic main part to it, just so listeners know. But Then I joined his multiplayer, and we kind of just been
Yeah.
goofing around. So, like, what are your thoughts on it?
My thoughts. I don't play a lot of Ubisoft sandbox games. I'm aware of the go here,
Is it
stand on
sandbox?
top of. Yes, it is as sandboxy as a sandbox game can get, which is a good thing. Which is a very good thing if you're into that sort of thing. Although I recognize that not everybody is. The problem with sandbox games is that sometimes there's a little too many things to do, so you'll get sidetracked. Just like this sentence where earlier I was talking about what I liked about it, and I started talking about something completely different.
Yeah.
And now to get sidetracked again, here's what I don't play a lot of Ubisoft games. I don't play a lot of Ubisoft sandbox games or sandbox games in general, really.
Okay. You repeated that point twice
But
now.
what getting back on track. That's called getting back on track.
Back on track.
What I liked about it is
Oh, if I can interject.
Yes, please do.
Because I've actually I played another Ubisoft game kind of recently. I played Assassin's Creed.
We'll put a pin in my thing. Pin in it.
Pin in mine. I played the Assassin's Creed, the Egypt one. I love Egypt. That's all I'm going to say about it. And it's basic. What I noticed is like the same exact game, except for you're like an assassin in Egypt in this game. But like in Far Cry 5, you're just like a red-blooded American. And that's kind of it in Montana.
God bless America.
God bless.
We'd like to end this podcast with the national anthem. Ready? Set.
God
we're done.
save the Queen.
Thank you.
I don't
This has
actually know
been
our
the national anthem. Yikes.
Yikes. That's wait, which one's that one?
Oh, I was just gonna cut to.
Oh.
We could actually. I was just gonna cut to like the first 2 seconds of the national anthem.
Oh.
And we're back.
We're back.
That was loud. Wow, I super peaked the mic. I'm sorry for your
You
ears.
kinda yelled. That hurt
Anyways,
my ears.
okay, and we're back
We're back.
to Far Cry 5. So you interrupted me. No, you interrupted both of us just to talk about
Put it
Egypt.
in mine. Go
Oh.
back. Because they just had to do it with
Oh,
each
okay.
other. Because
Okay.
like all Ubisoft games kind of are like the same.
They're a little similar. Well,
Basically, just a different skin to it. They're literally the same. The two games I played, so I'm talking about all of them.
okay. So you've actually. This is one of the rare. No offense, but this is one of the rare things where you know a whole lot more about this
Game
game
than
than I do.
Yeah.
I'll admit I don't do a whole lot. I play a lot of games. You're a busy guy. You got friends. You got fun. You got happy times. Me, what do I have? I have a
Happy
basement.
times.
I sleep
Basement.
with the cockroaches.
You know what's funny is both of us don't have a basement, so
That's true. Neither of us have a basement. Yikes.
Yikes.
This has been a failed bit.
This has been copycatting other people's podcasts. Oop, I hope you guys don't listen to other podcasts
This is
in
a
this
failed
one.
bit. Yeah. So after that failed bit, let me say, the only other Ubisoft game that I really play is Rainbow Six Siege. I'm a really big fan of that, and I play that very frequently. But one thing that I'll say about Far Cry's gunplay versus Rainbow Six,
Yeah.
I love the gunplay in Rainbow Six. I'd honestly have to say that it's one of the most good feeling gunplay
Yeah.
games.
Okay, but remember, this is a Far Cry 5 review. Not a
I'm-
Rainbow Six.
I'm tying that back into. Oh my god.
Tie it back quicker. I barely
Okay.
mentioned Assassin's Creed.
Okay. Thank you
We
for
can
letting
cut
me
this
finish my
out.
sentence.
Well, I'm just saying, you don't gotta tell them that. Just say it's good.
You'll understand why I said that in a sec. I think that Rainbow Six
He's getting
has.
mad.
I am getting mad. I think that Rainbow Six has some of the most smooth gunplay I've played in any game. But Far Cry 5's guns, just the general combat feels a little janky. Something about it, and I can't tell exactly.
It doesn't
what.
feel janky.
It kind of does.
No,
The
I know.
weapon
You know, you're
switch-
using the wrong word. You're using the wrong word.
It
You say
feels
janky for everything. It just
odd.
feels light. It's just not there. There's
Yeah.
just no. There's no kickback. There's no
kickback.
reverb. There's nothing.
And it's not. And again, I'm
No vibration,
definitely
basically.
very used to the like tactical Rainbow Six. Like you can tilt around corners and stuff. And I keep trying to tilt around corners, and that's not thing. So that's my fault for not.
Yeah, but
really.
you're just used to Rainbow Six.
I'm
Like,
used
this is
to
not
that game.
Just an
And I keep
FPS
going into
or whatever
this
game,
expecting,
shooting
yeah,
game.
I keep expecting that they'll have similar ways, but I don't like games that have very light feeling combat. You know, you don't want that. You want your combat to feel. You want there to be meat behind it. Something like
sure, I wish-
Legend of Zelda did that
Wish
well.
every game was good. That's basically what you're saying.
Yeah. But Far Cry does have a lot of good things behind it. There's a lot of fun little like. Not random encounters, but like there's definitely a lot of NPCs that you can interact
Ton of
with.
them.
Like the only again that does kind of lead into a problem where you'll meet an NPC in the middle of the woods,
Yeah.
and then they'll be like, "Hey, help me out with this," and you'll say, "Okay," but then by the time you turn around, they got mauled by a bear. There's a
Yeah.
lot of bears, and the
A lot
NPCs
of
are not
bears, a
very
lot
good
of
at defending
cougars, a
them.
lot of
Yes.
wolves.
And I'm not okay with these cougars.
Me either. And I'm usually into them.
These cougars you want to stay away from. Anyways,
I don't know what I was supposed to say.
I don't know
after
where do we go after that.
I don't know. Yeah, can we cancel this podcast?
Far Cry 5. The co-op
Oh, but
is
speaking
neat.
about,
It's cool to be able to do. It's cool to be
oh
able to
yeah,
do
it's cool that you can just do single player.
Yeah.
Though it doesn't. Sadly, it doesn't complete on both.
Yeah,
that makes sense. They don't do that, but like. The multiplayer is cool where you can just like help you do like whatever, all the story mode. Yeah, it's cool.
And like for us, it went from like we did like one story mission, and then we're like, hey, so which one should we do next? And then we're like, well, how about we just drive around.
We went to Ray Ray's pumpkin farm.
Yeah,
and got the dog.
And we got the dog, and then you shot the dog.
No, but the dog comes back.
You
just get it back in like your menu.
Yeah.
You can get like a bear and like a cougar too to help you.
That's cool.
Not that type of cougar.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
somewhere in there, probably.
I'm sure somewhere.
Boy, this is like episode 4 is where I finally learned to be loud, but I'm too loud, so I'm like screeching into the mic.
Yeah. Screaming.
Yeah. One step forward, 2 steps back. Anyways, continue. Sorry.
Anyways, I have no idea what we're talking about. Okay, Far Cry 5. The NPCs though, but like since there's so many. There's so many, it's few, where they kind of just use the same music. They use the same voices. There's like, basically same actions, different skins.
Yeah.
You could just talk about that for like the same, every single Ubisoft game. But like, especially in this game, there's so much to do, but it's like all kind of the same. I don't know. It's a beautiful game.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're running out of stuff to talk about.
It sounds, honestly, I'd say that we're saying too many negative things about it. To say some nice things about it, yeah.
It's an absolutely beautiful game. And we're both running it on PC. It looks great. I love the like Montana setting. I've never been to Montana.
Neither have I.
Oops, spoilers. I guess we're not in one of those states. We're not in Montana. We're not in Montana. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. It's I wouldn't say, well, as far as I can tell, for AAA games, it's definitely a unique setting because it's not like LA, Miami. It's not like some like big city. It's just like the middle of nowhere, Montana, and that's what they're going for. So it definitely does have that kind of like close to nature sort of feeling. Yeah. While there are a lot of negative things to say about it, there's just as many good things to say about it. Yeah. I think that it's such a big open sandbox and there's so much fun stuff to do that kind of like Just Cause or GTA, it really is fun to just like go around and do stuff and see what happens.
Yeah, you literally could like jack a plane, you can jack a boat, you can jack a...
Off?
Whoa. you can like... Hook climb. What's that word that you like doing?
Grappling hook.
I
love grappling
hook. Hook climb.
Hook climb. You can hook climb up to the bridge.
Yeah, and swing around like Tarzan.
Like I was gonna say like Spider-Man, but Tarzan works too. Like George of the Jungle.
George. Seinfeld.
George from Seinfeld.
Rest in peace.
You can. I don't think
he's not gone. He's not
okay. Gone. He scared me.
He's just like gone from my heart.
Oh, that's so sad.
Anyway, I don't know why I said that.
Seinfeld aside, there's been some funny moments, but not funny in a good way. Funny in a oh no, this really should not have made it past the release. In the opening mission, without spoiling anything, you have a partner. He's. I forget what branch of like
I don't know. No one remembers.
But this guy, he's trying to help you get out of a sticky situation. People are firing at you. You're firing back. So in mine, I wasn't protecting him very well, and he got downed. So okay, I go and I hear him like screaming. Like I'm like, oh man, this is like really actually kind of weird. Like these are like real actual pained screams. But then as soon as I revive him, he goes from oh to oh. Thanks for that. Let's get back into it. Like literally, and he says it like, "Thanks for helping me out."
There's only one like voice track that they use.
Yeah,
and they use the same animations for like whenever you revive someone. You like you use your right arm and they grab your whole arm and you pull them all the way up, and it's the same thing.
Yeah, and it's like as I'm sure that there are situations in which "Thank you for helping me up" is tonally appropriate, but not when you're in the middle of a gunfight after just screaming that you got shot.
It's crazy sometimes. There's a ton of glitches too, but.
Yeah. No game is free from totally weird stuff.
But this has a ton of bad stuff. I was trying to fly a plane, and even when I was on the ground, like the wife was talking to me, like, "Hey, how's it up there?" I remember my first time flying. I'm like, I'm not even flying. Like the plane, I can't go on the plane. The plane like burned up like for other reasons. I was like, it's very open, very sandbox where anything else can like get you. Oh, Bebop literally just like quivered after drinking some Pocari Sweat TM.
So
I guess
bad.
we're not gonna get a Pocari
No
Sweat.
Pocari Sweat sponsorship. If
Hey.
they ask us to be sponsored, I'll say no,
I'll do
thank
it.
you.
I'll do
No.
it though. We'll do half.
It's a half sponsorship.
Half.
So the left side of the audio is not sponsored by Pocari Sweat, but the right
but the
side of
right
the audio
side
is sponsored by Pocari
is.
Sweat.
But to be fair, it's not gonna be in the left and right ear. It's just gonna be.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm actually on the right side.
Yeah. Yeah,
They
I'm
don't-
sitting to the left and you're sitting to the right.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love Pocari Sweat.
I love
Pyongyang.
I do. I do.
I don't know. I don't speak Korean.
Cheon Yon, I'd assume. I don't know.
Pyongyang.
Cheon Yeon? I don't know. I'm not doing a great job here.
Yeah. I don't know.
This has been Random Noise Hour. Thank you for attending Random Noise Hour. And
Ladies
now,
and gentlemen, we got them.
next up, we have more on Far Cry 5. Thank you for that brief
we?
commercial interlude. Is there anything to say just to wrap it
No,
up? It's
there's
okay. Here's what I'll say to wrap
It's
it up.
fun. It has like a 6 out of 10 on like whatever. But like, who follows like gaming?
Yeah.
Journalists.
It's
anyways.
it's fun to play, and if like me, I remember I didn't buy it because I didn't have a whole lot of money to buy it, but now that I have it, even if it's like however many months, probably like only 5 months after release, I'm glad that I have it. And it definitely is the kind of game that if you look at it and say, yes, I'd like to play this, then you're going to like it.
Yeah, if you can look at it and say, I want to play it, then
Yes.
play it.
But if you look at it and you're like, oh, it's another Ubisoft sandbox game, I'm not interested in the setting.
Yeah, yike
then you're
yourself
not
right
gonna have
out of
fun.
there.
It's the kind of thing where you'll have the fun you want to have. Mm-hmm. And I won't say that about just any game. Games can be objectively good and games can be objectively bad. This one is kind of right down the middle, honestly.
Yeah.
It's not great, but it's not like terrible.
You get what you make out of it.
You get exactly. Yeah. All right. I think that about wraps it up for Far Cry 5.
Yeah. One last swig for Far
One
Cry
last
5.
swig, a toast to Far Cry 5. I'm
Yeah,
gonna start
he's
crying.
trembling.
I'm
He's
starting to cry,
trembling.
yeah. Delicious.
Mine needs to be more cold. I'm going to go to the fridge.
Okay, you know what? Put mine in the fridge. Go put mine in the fridge. And I have my own like 3 minutes of solo time. Hello, and thank you for coming to Bebop's Alone Hour. This is the segment in the podcast where Initial A is off getting another drink. Wow, he swapped one for another. And
Ladies and
we're
gentlemen,
back.
we got some Sam Daso Jeju water. Not
This is
Jeju
perfect
water, but
pronunciation.
Jeju.
This is perfect pronunciation.
Well, okay.
Product of Korea, imported by Jamien USA Incorporated.
By Jamien. Thanks, Jamien.
Thanks, Jamien. I like to imagine that it's just one man named Jamien.
Typical
like kind
male
of like he's got it
content.
in his backpack and he's on the plane. He's like, all right, time to bring all this water.
Yeah,
over."
he just brings like 3. Too.
yeah.
It's like a 2
It's
liter one.
big. This is like
But I drink
literally
a good amount of water.
the size of my forearm.
Yahtzee.
Not like the thickness of my forearm. I'm not that ripped, but like. Anyways,
I'm opening the. It's
he's
just
opening.
water.
It's just
That's all
water.
it is.
All right, so let's get a taste test. I'm glad that
Smell
you weren't gone
test.
for very long.
Huh?
Because I'm glad that you weren't gone for very long because he's drinking. He has a disgusted look on his face. He hates it.
It just tastes like water.
Oh.
But it's like water that has like no taste though. I don't know.
Oh. It's water that has no taste. So it's not like.
I mean, I like water, I guess, but
Would you liken it to any other brand of water that us Americans
it's a very
would know?
light, very clear taste.
Okay. Like Aquafina. Sponsored?
I fucking hate Aquafina. I don't know.
Yeah, me too.
Like
Not sponsored.
Dasani's kind of thick.
Dasani is
But it's
definitely
good.
thick.
It's kind of
Dasani's
like
not great.
what? Not aerosol. What the hell's the name?
Arrowhead?
Arrowhead. Is it the one that has like the? It's
Kind of
it's a very thin bottle.
Red and yes.
Yeah, red. Yeah. So
Yeah,
Arrowhead.
yeah.
Kind of.
Okay, so it's likened to Arrowhead, which is funny because they both have mountains on the. This one has a mountain on the.
What water doesn't have mountains on it? Fiji?
Fiji has mountains on it, I believe.
No, they don't. It's like, they changed it so it's like all blue in the back.
Oh.
Yeah, they changed the. This has been a water podcast.
Yeah, I just realized
Water
is
review.
this officially our like other topic that we're talking about on this
Review of the week is coming after us.
one? Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's coming for our wigs.
That's our recommended YouTuber of the lifetime.
Yeah. We always.
Review of the
I
week.
love him.
I
dude.
love him too, actually.
I'll be honest. I've seen maybe one episode of him, but sometimes I check out his radio because he does radio stuff. Yeah.
Interesting. I'm the opposite way. I haven't listened to the radio stuff yet, but I do watch his videos.
I
Not
think
like
he's
all
got a
of them,
Patreon
but
too.
most of them. Yeah.
If we ever make a Patreon, don't go to the review of the
Don't
week.
give it to our Patreon. Give
Review
it to
of the week. We
Review
love
of the week
him.
deserves it a lot more than us.
He has really quality stuff. No quality.
True. Anyways,
Bebop. True, not quality. Quote him now. He's gonna be in the New York Times saying this.
at the head of the New York Times, our podcast is not quality. But it's like kind of in parentheses, like our podcast in those like block parentheses, because you have to assume that that's what I was talking about.
Yeah. And we have no idea like who says it too. You just read it. It's just like on the front page.
Yeah. It's clickbait, really. Mm-hmm. In fact, you were the one who technically has been quoted as saying our podcast is not quality. But let's get besides that.
Immediately right after saying
you did, but it's more fun to hide the facts.
I don't see any joking JKs from you.
Anyways, what's the next topic, Mr. Initial A?
Netflix has come out with a brand new show from Matt, whatever his last name is, Grains. Disenchanted. We've both only seen the first episode.
Disenchantment?
This is Disenchanted. Is Disenchantment?
Dude,
What's it called?
Oh
shoot, did we mess up?
I can't believe you've done this. Hold on, I'm logging into
Disenchantment.
What did I say? What did I say?
Disenchantment. Okay, sure. Maybe that just shows how much I didn't care about this.
Whoa, okay.
I mean, we've both only seen the first episode, Matt Growing Show, whatever, Simpsons, blah, blah. We did Simpsons, right?
Yes.
Okay,
and Futurama.
So we both good shows. Well, Simpsons was good until like the 9th season. Everyone
And
says
Futurama was good until the...
Well, like the end.
Yeah.
Futurama's always good.
The last season was not great.
I like the last episode.
It wasn't bad.
I think we actually watched the last episode together.
I think we did too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, anyways, let's get back to business. Yeah, no. We're both pretty big fans of Simpsons, Futurama, other Matt Groening things that he's done. So let's get started.
Well, obviously, there'll be spoilers for the first
episode.
That's all we've seen.
Yeah, we've both only watched
seen like 5. No, I've only just seen like the intro of like the next episode.
Okay. So you've given your position that you're not that into it, huh?
Well, okay.
Do you want to expand on that?
Do you want to talk about what the show is? So anyone who hasn't actually seen it yet.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to do it?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Do you want to talk about that?
It kind of appears to be your standard like fantasy. Yeah, go ahead and eat those cookies. Actually, no, don't eat those cookies on the podcast. That's weird. I know you should have had one before, like I did. They're good. I'm telling you.
Just take a bite.
They're like Korean honey cookies.
So I'm taking a bite.
We went to a Korean market. It was great. Good time. Anyways. You're going to eat it on the podcast. That's going to be weird. Fine. Fine, do it.
Put the mic away too.
Just don't like chew in the mic. Okay.
Whoa, that's gross.
While he's eating.
Here, right?
Yeah. We can hear you. We here. We out here. Okay. Disenchantment is kind of a basic like fantasy world. You've got like your elves, your wizards, magicians, knights.
No, though. It's not.
But yeah.
Okay, well, it's like a medieval kind of
fantasy
where it's kind of like a Game of Thrones, like magic's dead, everything's kind of gone. They know about it, but it's kind of gone. Well, I guess there's ogres and well, no, I'm wrong. There's like ogres and dwarves, but like the elves are like gone.
Yeah.
Taking my bite.
He's taking his bite. What do you think? I like it a lot. He loves it. I can tell from his face that he's enamored. He's in love. His eyes have turned into hearts. He's not spitting it out in the trash can. That's really gross, dude.
That's nasty, dude.
It's great. Oh my god.
Fucking dog treat. Ew, that's so gross.
Oh, how can one man be so wrong? Okay. So yeah, it's and the basics of the story. You got this princess. What was her name?
You don't even remember her name.
I watched it a while ago.
It's like Bean or
Bean. I think it's Bean. So you've got this princess.
And
she
also
doesn't
like the worst looking person in the show too.
I'll say this.
The character design,
Matt Groening's style has always kind of been the same, and it's always kind of been like goofy but charming. Yeah. For some reason, this show really does not enjoy looking good.
Yeah.
the backgrounds are beautiful. The environments are really detailed and nice and fun. Mm-hmm. But the characters, not even just Bean, not even the main cast, the side characters, everything looks so kind of not good at all.
The only one that looks good is Elfo.
Yeah,
and I guess the cat kind of thing.
Yeah,
whatever, P-Wad or what's his name?
I don't remember either. Damn it, are we gonna have to go on Wikipedia to like supplement?
Nah, it does not matter.
Okay, fine, it doesn't matter. But the voices are good.
No,
really?
Whoa. Okay, well, it's like literally every single Matt Groening show voice. Like, okay, I've heard every single voice I've heard on the show before from Simpsons or whatever. Like, or Futurama. Yeah, okay, that's new, I think.
Yeah. Eric Andre's never been in... Oh, actually, fun fact. Eric Andre played Bart Simpson in season 8, episode 2.
Really?
No.
Why are you doing bits? This is not a bit podcast. I've never done a bit in my life.
By shooting down the joke. The joke was funny until you shut it down. Anyways, now that you're drinking, I get to take advantage of this and finish my fucking thought. It's... And so this princess doesn't want to do the usual princess stuff and wants to find her own life. So she goes kind of on this little adventure to escape from the kingdom.
That story thing is not the problem. Okay, that's it though.
That's
right?
it. That's it.
That's literally it.
Yeah.
That's not my problem with it.
That's not your problem with it.
My problem with it is like, it's not funny.
Really?
I'll say this. I'm more interested in just the regular show. Mm-hmm. To me, this is an okay, like, I'll probably finish it, I guess. Mm-hmm. If it doesn't get worse, I'll probably finish it, but it's not a comedy.
Really?
I hope they're not... This is not a comedy at all. This is like a whatever fantasy cartoon for adults or whatever. This is not funny. I laughed once. I'm serious. This was not funny at all. Like, it wasn't good at all. Like, I don't know why, but like, there's a bunch of weird pauses. It's just like, I can tell it looks really good. Like, all the backgrounds, the red grass, blah, blah, blah. Yes. Like, it looks good except for some of the characters, but that's just like an art style. And then you can tell the CGI. Like, if you can tell something CGI, that's how you know it's bad CGI.
Yeah. Well, Futurama in the later seasons.
Okay, well, I never finished Futurama. Except for like the last episode. Yeah, no.
Well, no, what I was going to say
I'm a Family Guy man. I've seen every episode of Family Guy except for like the latest season.
Well, what I was gonna say was in the later seasons of Futurama, they started using they used like a CG model of the Planet Express building, which always looked kind of weird to me. Not like bad, just kind of weird that they'd do that. But then they'd like kind of get like a 3D pan around it. So that's kind of also they're doing that same thing. But it's also
like that show's not dated, but it's like older, so it's to be expected. That has kind of worse.
2014.
That's where it ended.
I think so. 2012 or 2014.
We're not talking about Futurama. We're talking about this in chat.
We can if you'd like to. I love Futurama.
We can, but not this
some other time. We'll talk about Futurama some other time.
Not this sode.
Not this sode.
Yeah, like you know how like if someone says like I want some pizza.
Let's get some
za.
Yeah.
Not this sode.
Hey, you want to listen to that newest LNO sode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'd love to.
Not eat honey Korean crackers, but I'll drink my. Oh shoot, this side's just Korean.
That's the Korean side, yeah.
Samdaso Jeju water.
Mm-hmm.
We're sponsored. It's good water.
Okay. So here's the thing. I kind of feel like it's kind of hard to make you laugh sometimes. So we're actually the viewers are getting kind of
you look at they're getting both. Sorry to interrupt it, but like online, everyone I'm reading hating it. Yeah. Wow. Everyone's like, this is not good. This is not funny at all.
Interesting.
And here's the thing. Yeah, it does. It really does make me. I definitely don't just laugh out loud, but I'll laugh inside or whatever. I go like laugh in my nose, like whatever. I'll inhale with my nostrils, but like everything makes you laugh.
That's true.
So it's like you're literally like. So we're like the people listening. That's what I'm talking to.
If you haven't figured it out already,
yeah, you guys are like in the middle, literally, because. Bebop laughs at everything. I initially laugh at like nothing.
Pretty much nothing.
But he thinks I don't. But you laugh at everything.
That's true. It's very easy to make me laugh. But I can also appreciate when... That doesn't mean that I'll laugh at everything.
Yeah, you do.
That's not true.
So you give everything the benefit of the doubt, though. I feel like you do.
No.
Without
if
reason,
a show
sometimes.
is not interesting or funny, I won't watch it.
Okay, name a bad show then.
Name a bad show? Give me a minute.
That you started watching.
Ooh, you want to know?
What?
We're going to cut this out, aren't we?
What is it?
My Little Pony. I watched one
What
episode
the
and I really did not like
That's
it. Yeah.
weird.
No, because someone made me watch it, and I'll say, well,
Okay,
we can cut
well,
this out
okay,
then.
well, if anyone, okay, no bronies out there. I'm not saying that's weird. I'm saying like, yikes, we're cutting this out.
I know. Okay,
Okay,
fine.
no.
Name a bad show. I can name a bad show.
No, we're not cutting that out. I don't mean it's weird. I just mean it's like, obviously, if someone makes you watch a show, like, yeah, you're not gonna enjoy it.
I didn't enjoy
literally.
it. It even
And
had Weird Al in
it's
it.
a kid show. It's like that's why you probably didn't really like it.
Okay, so then fine, we can cut that out, and then I'll think.
No, we don't have to cut it out, but just come up with a better one. Like, of course, you're not gonna like a show someone makes you watch. You gotta go into it with open eyes.
Close eyes. Okay. Let's honestly. I think we actually should cut most of this.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, I can't think of any bad shows, but that's because.
See?
That's because. Okay, let me say this. I don't like go on Facebook and see like a fucking Minions meme that says that feel when you fart in front of your best friend XD and go No, that's not funny. I recognize what good comedy is. More so than you do, I'd even say. I do tend to overanalyze jokes. Maybe not more so than you do. But no, actually, maybe a little more so than you do because you never laugh at anything. And
No, I'm sorry, I'm not. We're just different. I'm not gonna laugh at just anything.
But I don't laugh at anything.
Yeah, well, you do. You do laugh at like anything.
I laugh at a lot of things.
You laugh at a
I
lot
can,
of things.
Because I can see. I think too hard. And that's actually...
You think too hard. I don't want to think about it. If it makes me laugh, it makes me laugh. I'm not gonna purposely laugh. That's just fake to me. Do you purposely laugh? Is there a spider somewhere? You keep looking up.
There's a little moth on the ceiling.
What the hell?
It's a tiny little baby
Where's
moth.
that little rat?
It's right there. I shouldn't have
that's
said
a little
anything.
punk.
There's so much of this we're going to have to cut out.
Yeah.
Are you letting me edit this one?
Yeah, you can edit it.
Okay, I'm editing this one.
Because I will not cut anything out. I don't cut out stuff. Why are you looking at the moth?
Because I'm trying to think of what to say now. You threw me off my game.
Just back to Disenchanted.
Okay.
We're cutting this out. And we're back.
And we're back. I will admit that it's pretty easy to make me laugh.
Yeah.
But I actually thought that there were... Okay, I'll say this. There were a few jokes that didn't land. In fact, there were quite a few jokes that just didn't land in this show. But there were some other actually pretty funny ones. Like, to name a few, I thought the whole elf scene was pretty funny. Like, just the whole thing. All of those jokes landed pretty well for me.
I don't remember.
From, like, what was... From, like... It okay. Also because it kind of does hit the sweet spot of my humor. This show is literally... And I know a lot of people won't like this. This is actually probably why everyone's saying it's a bad show. Because so much of it is turning expectations. You expect a fantasy world to go this way, and this show deliberately takes the opposite direction. Like, it tries a little too hard. This show does try a little bit too hard to be kind of like to turn expectations. Like, for example, there were those two farmers that were living in the cottage, and so it could have been a standard cliche kind of like, oh, the homeless character gets some food from the kindly farmer kind of situation, right? Yeah. Like, that's kind of a cliche situation. And then they don't even for a second play it like that. They immediately go to, he says, oh, thank you, this food's really good. And they're like, how dare you say that about our food? Our food is not good.
That's not how they went. It was like, oh, we're just humble farmers.
Yeah,
just humble.
and they played up the humility.
But they kept doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. I'm like, okay, we get it. Like, you don't have to do that. Like, the one thing I guess I liked was like at the end where it's like the racist antelope. They had the sign for the racist antelope. Was that in the second?
I don't remember. You might have just watched the second episode because I didn't see that.
I watched the first episode.
I don't remember that.
But there was a they didn't even mention it. There was a sign. No, it was the first because there was a sign where there was a racist antelope, and then they go to like right when they go to sleep. Remember when they go to sleep?
Oh,
the antelope jumped in front of them and like, oh, elf with like women. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. So see, I didn't even catch that.
Right.
That's funny. There's a lot of silence. Yeah, no, that is funny. I That's a good. Actually, that is something that is very Simpsons Futurama in it. What are you doing? Why are you tapping my arm like that? Well, that's something that is
because this is getting boring.
that is something that is very quintessentially Simpsons Futurama humor to like have a background joke play off later. I can't think of any examples right now, but that is like definitely
every single show does that.
Well, yeah.
Like if you can't notice that, then you're just not paying attention to your show. Like, whatever. Honestly, okay, like I'll keep watching, but it's just not funny. There's nothing to talk about. Like that's how kind of it was okay. It was like,
well, I actually thought I actually didn't think it was going to be very good when you showed me the trailer. When you showed me the trailer a few months back, I was like, oh no, this doesn't look very good. But now that I've actually seen it, I'm enjoying it and I'm having a good time. I'm going to definitely keep watching it. I absolutely would recommend. I've only seen one episode, so it's a little early to give it any ratings.
You know what, though? They packed a bunch of stuff in the
It was very filled. There were like 3 different times when I thought the episode was going to end.
Yeah, and it wasn't like... do you know how long it was? 20 minutes? 50 minutes?
It should have only been like 30 minutes,
okay,
right?
Shoot. I felt like 40 because it went on forever. Like,
yeah.
That shouldn't happen in shows that feels like it went on forever. And for like a pilot, or like not pilot, but it was this premiere episode, like... Yikes.
It really was something that like there were at least 3 or 4 different scenes where they could have cut the episode, and I honest to God thought that when they all fell asleep, usually I mean like if you have a scene in which all of your characters fall asleep, usually that's kind of where you cut the episode. Although I thought it was a funny gag when they woke up, they realized, oh, we're here. We slept right where
I'm sorry, man. That's like grade school stuff. That's not funny. That's just like
I've seen that
a billion times.
Really, name one.
No, I'm not gonna name one.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't even know what it's called. He's doing all the nays, all the yachting. He's yiking right now.
Yeah, see what I mean? You say it's cliche.
It's a cliche. Like
I can't think of a single. And even if something has done that before,
okay. What's it called? Or it's like. They take the long route and they do other extraneous things when they don't need to. So like Lord of the Rings, I've never actually seen Lord of the Rings, but Lord of the Rings is not a comedy. I've never seen the show. The movie. I don't know. Someone said they can take eagles instead. That's all I know. I've never seen the movies.
Ladies and gentlemen, pack it up. Pack it up. Lord of the Rings is finished. Initial A found the one plot hole that no one has seen before, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Okay, stop saying that. but you know what I mean.
I get what you're saying, and I understand.
That's the same thing where it's like, it's the cliche. Oh, long journey. They go to sleep. Oh, they're actually close. Blah blah blah.
If I may ask,
it's just like grade school stuff.
If I may ask, where are you hearing that people aren't liking it from? Like
Reddit.
Interesting. Actually, that's really interesting because I would have the way I looked at you and the way I said this sounded like it was going to be that's interesting because that's actually interesting because I was going to say, if anything, this seems like one of those shows that people would make fun of for being quotation marks to Reddit.
Yeah, this is definitely a Reddit show. Like I can see all the kind of, I don't know, Dumbo Redditors.
Because it's like, I think that
the half of like Reddit is Dumbo.
Oh, Reddit is a terrible place.
If you were saved in the Snap subreddit, Dumbo. Maybe is that a far fetch? Because I got snapped.
Oh, I don't know if I did, but I don't really go on Reddit, and I think I joined that sub after. I don't know. Okay, anyways, I think I joined that subreddit after.
You joined after. I'm in the Soulstone. Anyways. That's way off. I'm starting not to like Reddit, anyways. But,
Reddit's a terrible place, and we can actually talk about that, if not today, but later.
That's just that's like whatever kind of thing.
Anyways. What I think constitutes a quotation marks Reddit show is a show that like turns expectations a little too much. So like this show where it's like, oh, you expect it to be a cliche fantasy world, but nope, they're.
You know what I feel like they tried to do? I feel like they tried to do like a fantasy Rick and Morty.
Yes. Like Rick and Morty is the quintessential Reddit show. Mm-hmm. Even if I liked it, even if I like it now. I don't watch it anymore. To be honest, I actually didn't watch the last 5 episodes of Rick and Morty. I have not seen the last 5. Not because I hate the show or anything, just because I didn't
like the newest season. I did not like the newest season
That was it, because the last couple episodes just didn't do it for me. I liked the A lot of people didn't like this one, but I actually kind of did. The one where they removed their toxins. I thought that was a good one.
Oh, that was honestly, I literally don't remember.
But then after that, I think that was the last episode I watched actually. Yeah, and so I haven't seen the last 5, and it sucks because I liked that show, and then I'm not gonna say that because the social stigma around Rick and Morty got too bad that I like stopped watching it. Maybe subconsciously that's what happened. Yeah, it definitely did turn into one of those like I can't like this because other people do. Like, you know,
it's easy to kind of being like, oh, everyone else likes this show. I'm kind of done with it. I don't know why. It's just like
it really is, especially for me. I don't like that I'm like that, and I try not to be like that. Like I feel the same way about Fortnite, Rick and Morty, popular things like that. And I wonder, do I hate them because they're popular, or do I have genuine problems with them?
I think a little bit of that.
Okay.
But yeah, okay. So, but I mean, I mean, we're kind of done talking about it.
Disenchanted. Yeah, we really said everything that there is. Disenchantment. We've really said everything there is.
Sense. That's a bad name.
But it sticks in your mind. That's wrong.
Disenchanted.
That's wrong.
Enchanted.
You're wrong. Ella Enchanted, a Disney original movie.
It's too long. Anyways, so that's. So speaking of too long, Yahtzee.
What?
Okay, well going.
Don't take your pants off. No.
Going on to the next segment.
Oh.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh, where's the instrument? Where'd I put it? Dun 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 dun. Play it.
That was like the end of the Rugrats.
Oh.
But it's like a little frog, Hawaii frog that you can like.
I don't know what it's called, but I love these things.
It's a Waikiki frog.
That's not what it's called. It's like one of those. You can like rub a little wooden thing against the back of this frog statue, and it makes a noise. Yeah. I wish it was bigger. This one's really small. But I love those. I don't know why. I like the design of them. I like frogs, and I like wooden things. Anyways.
Rugrats, 2 new shows.
Yeah. So what's the deal with that?
Well, they're okay. I actually have the website up. Okay, so Nickelodeon Paramount Pictures announced Monday. Oh, yikes. That's a long Monday
This is a long Monday ago.
Okay, but that 26 Rugrats episodes are on their way. And that's just a new season. And a live-action Rugrats movie with CGI characters will be out on November 13th, 2020.
So I think let's actually save the movie for last to talk about. So this is not a continuation of All Grown Up.
No, for what I know, this is just
a new season.
A new season of Rugrats. It's been like 27 years since
Rugrats 27.
premiered. Yes, yes.
That can't be true.
It's been 26 years since Rugrats premiered.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say since it ended. I'm like, that's not correct at all.
Since it premiered.
Okay.
It's a 27-year-old show.
I'm like, I don't think any of us are that old, but I don't think Rugrats is that old.
You're saying people that are 27 are old?
No, I'm saying that
we're getting
27
rid of all our
years.
Because you have to be 27 to listen.
That's true. If you are 26, get the fuck out of here.
Bye-bye. Bye. Bitch. Bye.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Punk. Smell you later, alligator.
Maybe let the door hit you a little bit on the way out. Okay, anyways, back to Rugrats.
Smack that on the way out.
Anyways, yeah, okay, that's interesting.
Did you watch Rugrats as a kid?
Yeah, I did. Not like a whole lot. Like, there's a lot of episodes I haven't seen, but I can think of a few.
Not a whole lot for me either, honestly. I love the show though. Like, I'd have like the DVDs. I'd watch the same stuff, and then honestly, I'd watch All Grown Up too. I liked All Grown Up.
I didn't like All Grown Up.
I loved All Grown Up. Yeah? But then, okay, I'm calling them out. I watched it on YouTube when YouTube was lighter on like the copyright. Rugrats Frankie 13, where are you? I'm waiting for more episodes of All Grown Up, The Wild Thornberries, and more Rugrats because he'd upload all those kind of shows and I'd watch them. He'd upload them like 2 parts or whatever, and then he got copy striked, and then I think he went to his name was like Rugrats Frankie 27 or something, and like, but then he just got copy striked again. I don't think his YouTube exists anymore, but he would just upload kind of good quality versions of those, and I would just like watch them.
He's like the Hydra of Rugrats. You cut Hydra? One head off. You cut one head off the Hydra. 2 more Rugrats Frankies sprout out.
Yeah.
You know what? Late Night Odyssey is now a Rugrats Frankie 26 dedication channel.
Dedication channel.
Yeah. We are now a fan channel.
Yeah.
We're changing our banner. We're changing our name. Late Night Odyssey, more like...
Let's not watch Rugrats.
Unless we're watching Rugrats
Let's cut that out. Well, let's cut that out.
Okay.
For a reason I'll say later. Let's cut that out.
And we're back. Oh, that was loud. Let's not wait. Hold on. Let's not use the loud ones.
1, 2, 3.
Let's not use the loud one. Hold on. And we're back to Rugrats.
And we're back on this ASMR podcast. We're talking about Rugrats, baby. Rugrats,
so yeah,
new show.
Is there really anything to say about it? I mean, like, what was the last episode of Rugrats? Do you know?
I have no idea. I don't know, but they had a bunch of good episodes. That was like some Jewish like representation. That was cool because they had a Passover episode.
Oh, that's right.
All the like holiday and like stuff like that episodes were always pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna age well though. I don't know if kids are interested. I feel like kids now just kind of rather play video games or like. I feel like you know how there's like the rating G. What are you talking about?
I'm giving you this face because I'm gonna pull back. All right.
What?
Both to Initial A and to the viewers, I'm gonna pull back the curtain a little bit at Nickelodeon. I'm gonna pull back the curtain and tell you this show's not made for fucking children. This show's not made for kids. No, they're not making it for the kids. They're making it for the like.
Oh, I'm a '90s kid. I watched SpongeBob.
Because '90s kids have kids now, right? But that's what they're making it for. They're making it for the '90s kids that have kids, like '80s kids that have kids, so they can put it on for their kids. That's what it is.
I guess, but don't expect it to. I mean, I'm not saying that expect it to be like edgy and the babies are gonna swear and ride motorcycles or something.
Yeah.
But
no, because I mean, like kids, like kids, like if it's rated for like G or whatever. Yeah. You gotta add 10 more years, and like whatever they'll show 10 years from now, like that's what those kids would be watching.
Because you're right,
like 5 to 10 years, and that's what they watch.
Yeah, and you're right. The kids won't care.
Yeah, kids don't care about.
I don't know what children's programming is like now.
I don't.
But definitely not at all. From what I do know, I mean, I have Nick on every once in a while. I've seen the new SpongeBob episodes. That sidetrack moment. Putting a pin in this. New SpongeBob's not that bad. Pin out. Anyways, it's definitely very, very different. But like new kids show humor is very, very different than like what old shows.
There was
Nicktoons.
like any show after like the era of like Chowder and like Flapjack. Sorry, man.
There's a few gems, but
there's a few gems obviously. But
it's
like after. I feel like that was the golden age for me.
Hell, there were some stinkers back then.
Well, yeah. But there were so many good golden ones.
Yeah, that's fair. You know? That's a fair way of looking at it.
But like Rugrats, I'm just interested to see how it'll do because I don't think there was no like great ending to Rugrats. I don't think they just died. You know what I mean?
They didn't leave it on a cliffhanger.
They didn't like Chucky didn't get his mom's disease and he got like on the bed to like Tommy and be like, Tommy, I need the medicine. Help! Go to Jerusalem and
Tommy, I'm gonna die in 3 days. Help me.
Come on, babies. We're gonna have a funeral for Chucky.
No, I'm crying.
But then in the new season, Chucky's all right, and they don't acknowledge it, and they don't ask any questions.
They're basically pulling a Roseanne.
Yeah,
and Tommy's gonna, he's gonna go on a bender one day. Yeah, whatever.
Exactly.
He's gonna take too many Ambien, and he's gonna have a racist stint.
You know what? If Nicktoons want to get hip with the kids, that's what they should do. They should make a fake Tommy Pickles Twitter account.
And then And then Tommy's later gonna be like, "I thought the bitch was white," and he's gonna scream that. You know that actually happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, in Roseanne's apology video, that's what she said, or something. I don't know.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's crazy. Anyways, wild. Tommy, don't do that.
Tommy, if you're listening out there, Tommy Pickles, don't do that. Mm-hmm. Babies shouldn't say bad words.
I hope not. What if they should have like one episode where like Tommy says edgy. Fuck.
Oh, that's a good idea actually.
Fuck.
And he doesn't and like
it's
kind of like the SpongeBob. Park. Yeah, it's kind of like the SpongeBob episode where they learn bad words.
Yeah.
And then so Angelica has to tell them that you can't say bad
Angelica
words.
tells them.
Oh, Angelica.
It's like
she would.
Like they makes up. I'm surprised they haven't had that episode. They don't have it already. Like make up a bad word like Grinshaw. Don't say Grinshaw. Is that a thing?
YouTube's gonna demonetize us, dude. You can't say that fucking word.
Can't say that fucking word. We're already off SoundCloud after our last stint.
Yeah.
We're already banned from iTunes and Spotify after the Jaguar incident.
But you know where we're not banned from?
What are we banned from?
Blue Apron. A better way to eat.
Better way to eat.
Back to our regularly scheduled program.
Mm-hmm. This has been advertisements.
Love them. And Casper mattress.
Oh, yes.
Or purple.
Both. We'll sleep on 2 mattresses.
I'll sleep on both, baby. I'm Princess in the Pea.
Mm-hmm. Or like if you put 2 mattresses up against each other and you sleep in the middle of them and just hope that you don't fall down in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I've done that
See?
before.
Yeah. Okay, so the second thing, Rugrats IRL.
CGI.
Now, let's take a minute
Live
to
action. What the heck? Are they gonna get real babies? Are they gonna like make babies wear like green suits, and they film, and then they're gonna like CGI like a weird Tommy Potato Head?
You ever seen Baby Geniuses? It's gonna be just like that.
No, I haven't.
This joke would have been funnier if you said yes.
Was I supposed to say yes?
Yeah.
Yes, and.
Yes, and exactly. Okay,
Wait,
let's
wait,
predict the
really,
plot.
really quick.
Really quick.
How long have we been going?
49:55.
That's kind of it. So.
Okay, so let's predict
we're back.
the plot. Let's predict the plot of Rugrats,
What
the
the heck
movie.
are they gonna? You know what I wonder? I bet they'll just do like they'll just like revamp like the first movie, but like make it live
Ooh,
action.
oh no!
I hope the scary wolf.
Oh, that's gross.
And, like the monkeys running around.
Ooh, Vin Diesel plays the dog, but it's not CG at all. It's just,
It's
Vin,
just
Diesel,
Vin Diesel
like on
saying,
all fours. Ruff, ruff.
But he talks though.
Oh, okay.
Wait, which one does he talk in? Oh no,
was that one?
No, wait.
Oh,
no,
no, it was
he only
the
talks in
Thornberrys one.
that was a really good movie. I like
it?
that. Well, wait, yeah, of course he talks in that one because it's Vin Diesel's
Oh,
voicing
yeah.
him. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they're gonna remake the Wild Thornberrys
The Wild
crossover.
Thornberrys. Oh, the Wild Thornberrys. Did they come back? Because that was a good show.
I don't think they've talked about that.
I hope they do. It was a good show, and I
Yeah, it
love
was.
the movie.
Yeah, actually, I
Well,
really
Wes
liked
Frankie,
it.
thank you.
Thanks, Rugrats Frankie.
Thank you. Rest in peace.
Now let's predict the plot of the movie.
Yeah.
So that's your
What
prediction.
are they gonna do? What if they've already gone to France? They've already like.
Live action New York City.
No! Wait, what if they do like a Home Alone crossover? Ah, yikes! Dude. What if they have a...
Tommy, where are we? Chucky, we're in live action New York City.
What if they're just gonna get fucking stomped on? Fucking New Yorkers are just gonna stomp on those little pricks. I don't know. Tommy's gonna fucking like have a aneurysm. I don't know. They're fucking gonna get kicked around. They're fucking little babies. What what kind of fucking movie can even have with these little fucking rats? That's why they're called Rugrats, because they're rats on the rug. Holy shit, I hate them so much. If they were real, I'd actually kick them in the face. Wait, we gotta cut this out. This is
if you go on the this has been Rugrats the movie 2018.
Yeah, if you go on the LNO wiki, you'll actually see Initial A
Rugrats.
loves Rugrats,
Yep.
but then hates the
Hates
actual like people.
the
in there.
characters themselves. You're more interested in the idea.
Yeah.
It's about the concept of Rugrat.
I'm more spiritually into it than
Yeah.
anything else.
That's fair.
Fair.
And then with things like Rugrats, Sonic the Hedgehog, like weird properties.
Why the
getting-
heck is that stuff getting live action?
Yeah, and I feel like maybe we've talked about this on a previous episode just a little bit. They recently announced that Jim Carrey, I believe, is going to be playing
Robotnik
on in the new-
Wait. So what are they officially going with? Like, who he's going to be? Robotnik?
We don't
Eggman?
know. We don't know anything about the Sonic movie. I'm
What
surprised
the
we even know
heck?
Jim Carrey.
How do we know Jim Carrey? Oh, well, of course we're going to know Jim Carrey because that's the only thing that's going to hold the show up. The movie up,
Maybe.
you know?
And it's like I'm a big Sonic lore fan, or at least I was as a kid. Not really a Sonic games fan anymore.
More of a Sonic Comics guy.
I was definitely a Sonic Comics kid. I read all the comics. I
But
loved
yeah,
them.
it's...
So
Why
Eggman
are
is
they
more
going
like
with so many live action things? Like,
yeah.
Sonic is weird. It's just weird, dude.
And it's like for some things it almost makes sense. Like
What makes sense?
think like okay, Scooby-Doo live action movie. Let's put aside
Okay,
for a sec whether it was good
Scooby-Doo-
or not. Something like that makes sense.
I think it makes sense because you just get like Great Dane.
Yeah.
And like, you don't need a CGI Great Dane. You just get
Well-
another real Great Dane.
Yeah, but even then, it's like I get that because most of the characters are not like stylized. They're not like they're unmistakably human. But imagine doing like live action Peanuts. What are they gonna look like? They're all just
They're
normal
making a live
kids.
action Peanuts.
No, they're not. But
Oh.
if they were, or
They
like
look
something like
fucking kids. But here's the thing: they try to make them like uncanny valley realistic. They try to make them
Yeah.
super hyper realistic.
Exactly.
They don't just get regular like kids. They try to get like CGI them. They try to like make them look weird. I don't know. Like the reason these shows work is because it's cartoony and
Yeah.
like they can look kind of funky. But like you
Yeah.
can't just get a baby and give him a big head and like walk around with like a, like a what do you have? Like a tool in his underwear or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what Tom. You know how Tommy had like utensils in his like diapers. It was weird.
utensils.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's something like that just won't work because either you go the weird uncanny valley gross looking like
freak looking dudes.
yeah, you either make them CGI and look weird like that, like Scooby-Doo in the live action movie.
CGI is still not perfect, and it still looks way too hyper realistic.
Or and then you have like Thanos looking like CGI babies running
Thanos,
around.
Thanos, Rugrats.
Like, is it even?
Wait, what
worse
if Chucky like? Oh,
Ooh.
Spoilers for Infinity War.
Infinity War.
I don't really care. It's a good movie.
Did
but
Thanos kill the Rugrats crew?
oh no, but I was gonna say because if it did, Chucky's definitely gone.
Chucky's definitely
Because
gone.
he gets
No doubt
ghosted.
about it.
He gets.
Says,
I
Tommy,
don't
I don't
so
feel good.
Yeah. And then Tommy runs over. He's like, no! And then actually Tommy disappears too.
Ooh, yeah.
Then it just leaves Angelica. And so
Oh,
Angelica's
dude.
just like,
That's awful. Oh, that makes me sad.
yeah.
And then she spends like the whole rest of her life regretting how mean she was to these
yeah,
kids.
because like
Yikes.
we all know Thanos is done.
Dude,
no
that's-
more Avengers movies that are just done.
Yikes.
Yeah, and then like the parents are all, but somehow the parents live and they're all sad because their babies are gone. Ooh, that's too real.
That's kind of deep. Yikes. Thank you, Thanos, for this opportunity you've
Marvel
given
will
us.
never sponsor us.
Marvel,
I guess
Marvel,
Disney, we're gonna be banned from Disneyland.
Disney. If you could sponsor us, that'd be great. Thanks.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'd be down for a Disney sponsorship.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but okay, I feel like this kind of wraps it up. Like,
Yeah.
stop making live action movies. Like they're making a Death Note 2.
Ooh, yikes.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
I actually think that okay. I'm gonna pitch. I think again. I feel
No.
like we talked about this on the podcast before, but I'm gonna pitch my idea for how to do that the right way. If yikes, if
Yikes,
you wanna,
that was a
if
loud
you wanna
boy.
make a CGI movie of a cartoon that shouldn't really work like that, like Rugrats or Sonic, make it as weird as possible, and I mean intentionally, like just strange.
But
like
that, we
want to
already
see
have
like,
that. We already have that movie, Spy Kids.
No, I mean
That's
even weirder.
weird. No,
I mean
no,
even
no, no,
weirder.
no.
Think like what I'm saying is don't CGI like Sonic. I gave this example for Sonic. Don't put CGI on Sonic. Literally make it a man dressed up as Sonic the Hedgehog and nobody
No.
asks any questions.
But
And then
no
it's some
big
sort of
company
big,
will ever
weird-
do that.
Exactly.
No company will. They'll do that, but it has to be like an adult kind of show. They will not. They won't do
Exactly.
it for like kids
Yeah.
show because like
That's what I'm saying. This kind of thing
little
isn't
Timmy
gonna work.
will be like, hey,
Yeah.
why isn't he a hedgehog?
Yeah.
He's
like
a pig.
like make it the movie version of Sonic Dreams Collection.
Yeah.
In the same way that Sonic Dreams Collection was a surreal, weird thing. Get some like big, like Wes Anderson. I don't know, some weird artsy director like that. Oh, you're rolling your eyes and yawning. So I think that means it's time to put this Late Night Odyssey into park.
Really quick. Yeah,
Oh my
into
God,
park.
I
We have
just
to-
did a
no, but
great
wait.
fucking exit.
I know, but we have to talk
Goddamn.
about how like we've been making like kind of like a backlog, and then because we're not going to be together for the next couple months ish. We'll try to record online. We
Yeah.
might try live streaming.
Yeah, actually.
So you make sure to like check that stuff out. We might try like more gaming of like Far Cry 5, us
Yeah.
playing that, and we'll like get that. But we'll let you guys know we're back to kind of our old schedule of not gonna be uploading too much. We'll just try. Maybe I'll just like solo upload, or you'll do that. But
Yeah.
we definitely I want to get
Probably
something kind of out there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll definitely.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out. I've got ideas. You've got more ideas than I do, which is good because I'm not too great in the ideas department. Yeah. Things. Definitely, it won't be. Hopefully, so long of a hiatus as
Previously.
episode 1 and 2 had.
Yeah. I mean, we've
and
been doing good though. We've been having a lot more content than
even
ever.
if they're slower than we'd rather they be. I think that regular uploads are happening.
we forgot something.
What did we forget?
Guys, the troll got us.
What?
We don't have power over our Twitter anymore.
What?
the meme guys.
Oh,
on
right.
Twitter.
Oh, yes.
Memes only. We're done with this. Memes
Guys,
only on
we also
Twitter.
sorry. Remember everything we just said in the last 10 minutes. Forget it. We're a meme. We're a
only.
meme account. Twitter now.
We're a meme account.
So if you were here for the podcast,
Yeah.
sorry, bub, but you're out of fucking
Go
luck.
follow us at LN Odyssey.
Ellen Odyssey at Ellen Odyssey on Twitter.
Yep.
Feel free to add us in any pictures of like poutine
Yeah.
you have. That's a good food. Any
why?
pictures of Vladimir Putin you have.
Send us pictures of some apples.
Apples are good.
Cool.
If
we
you've
just
got
like
any
cool
like
stuff. So like
send us any
Vlad,
pictures.
our boy Lad.
Our boy
love him.
Vlad. If you've got any nice like
He's a good lad.
snack foods, please
Snacky,
send them
send those over.
pictures.
Send us memes. Send us follow us if you want. I don't really
If you
care.
want to.
Just like our
Do it or
stuff.
don't. I dare you. Hey,
I
the
triple dog
newest
dare ya.
challenge. Hey, okay, forget the Tide Pod challenge. Forget the hot pepper challenge. Forget the fork in your urethra challenge.
Whoa.
This is
I
the new
hated doing
challenge.
that one.
Yeah.
Glad I got it on film, so I don't have to do it
Yeah.
again.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
Now
Don't
we've
grab
got
your
a new,
urethra while you say that.
now we've got a new challenge, and it's the follow us on Twitter, YouTube, and SoundCloud challenge.
Yeah.
Wherein you, the viewer and or listener, follow Late Night Odyssey at Ellen Odyssey
Ellen
on
Odyssey
Twitter,
on
or
Twitter.
right here if you're listening on Spotify or SoundCloud.
It's not on Spotify.
I mean YouTube or SoundCloud.
YouTube.
If you
like us,
if
like
you
our
somehow
videos.
manage to listen to this on Spotify,
Please
then
send in a
please-
request to
Yeah.
delete because we did not
yeah,
upload.
we did not upload that.
Or at
That
least
is-
send us a link so like we can just like check it out too. Because I mean,
We'll scope out the
whatever.
place.
We'll scope it out.
Yeah.
We'll search. We're like moles. We'll search.
Mhm.
Anyways, guys, this
I
has been a
think it's
cool
time.
episode.
Yes, I'm gonna use my exit again because I was really proud of that one.
Go ahead, exit. Turn on your signal lights. Exit.
All right, I got the turn signal on.
Other lights you can speak.
Okay. Oh, thank you. All right, and now we're slowly hitting the brakes a little bit. Goodness, that is not slow. Go! There's a bird in the car. Get it out! Oh
Yeah,
God!
ow,
get the bird out of the car.
yeah.
Okay.
I
rolled
hate
the
this
window
lift.
Down. I rolled the window down. I rolled the window
We're
down.
sponsored by Airfly. That's why we hate Lyft and Uber.
Yeah. Thank you.
Airwheel. Oh,
Thank
what's
you,
it called?
Flywheel.
Flywheel.
Thank you,
Yikes, I
Flywheel.
got it wrong twice.
You got it wrong twice. Okay, no
Thank you,
sponsor for
Flywheel.
Flywheel.
Thank you, Blue Apron. We're a Blue Apron family.
That's true. We're a Blue Apron family.
What time do you
I rolled
go
the
to
window
sleep?
down. Skirt.
Yikes, I already said
Oh.
it.
What time do you go to sleep?
What time do you go to bed?
Go to bed.
You.
What time do you go to
Bed.
bed?
Sleepy time.